eyes are like half open as I hum along to. I don't know why. It gives me that feeling of like my eyes need to be half open.
Oh, you know,
Like
that
really
those were the
chill.
days where you needed to
Like chill.
chill.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the Morning Drive with the Flying Dutchman and Carrie Chong. And today joining us here in the studio is once again Sarah Stanley. Hello, how are you, dear?
Hello, I'm all good, thanks.
You're all good. You just got back from China.
I did.
What a trip, my gosh.
really was.
This
Difficult
woman,
work you do.
Yeah, traveling every other week
It
and
was
this
so
time
hard.
to Jiuzhaigou.
Yes, correct.
Gorgeous.
It's in the Sichuan province for anybody who doesn't know.
Oh, I love
Very
it.
beautiful, yep.
Okay, so today we're talking about an article that is going to be published next week, and very
Yes.
interestingly, a trend that is coming up: live streaming in the traveling industry.
Yep.
Yeah, tell us about that. This whole live streaming that's driving the tourism industry.
Yep. Okay. I think maybe many of us know live streaming as like what we see on YouTube. People
Yeah.
just putting their phones up and then they walk around and they talk about where they are.
Yeah.
But live streaming has taken on a whole new meaning now. I think on social media we see a lot of them putting up live streams just to sell certain items,
Yes,
for example.
yes.
And TikTok and I guess the pandemic made it really big during a time when we couldn't communicate with each other face to face. So the idea of putting live streaming and travel side by side is, for example, travel products like discount vouchers on hotels, tour packages. Instead of going down to a physical store talking to guides about what they can get and what they can buy, I think people are putting themselves on live streams now, and they're going like, okay, there's this discount, you can stack it with this bank promotion, you can do this, buy it now. And there's that same idea of like instantaneous communication. You can clarify your doubts, you can quell your travel anxieties, and everything's happening over one modality. So that's the idea of travel and live streaming that I'm going to explore next week.
That's very interesting because that's a complete opposite to traditional travel.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's right.
But this all started with Trip.com. I think the group actually made a lot of money from just live streaming to the Chinese market.
Yes.
You think
yes.
that's where it all started? Because China is a very big market.
And
right?
they're very into
Yeah.
The Chinese will live stream absolutely anything.
My toenail.
It's true. I'm clipping my toenails. Here's a live stream.
No, but what's the funny part is that people watch that.
Yes, they
You know,
do.
it's not just about the live streamers, it's about who's on the
Terrible.
other side.
Even I watched it. Sad.
Pimple popping.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
I mean,
Everything.
anything and everything. So I don't think, I don't know if maybe China started it, but I would say that they have a very mature audience and they have a very mature technology around live streaming. So
Okay.
when Trip.com, they started this during the pandemic, and their co-founder, their executive chairman, he went on with the Hanfu. I don't know if you guys know the traditional Chinese costume, and he sold a bunch of discounts. Those sold for 360 million US
What?
dollars in 7 months.
Ooh. Okay, we're going to talk more on Facebook with Sarah. Join us there.
Okay, we're on Facebook Live. I don't necessarily need to talk about travel. How do I make $360 million?
I know. From just one live stream?
No, they did multiple live streams. So
Okay.
it was a whole series for 7 months, and it was continuous effort. Okay, I tell you first, our live streamers, right? They go on for 12 hours, It's not
Talk
like they
non-stop.
do, talk non-stop. That's a skill right there. I mean, okay, I don't know about you guys. Do you do 12 hours of radio?
I
or-
wouldn't want to do 12
we do
exactly.
4 hours.
4 hours
Yes.
is good enough, I feel. But a lot of them do 12 hours continuously, and they sell and sell and sell.
But do you think this is going to be replicated?
I do, actually. I feel like the barriers to entry for live streaming is so low. What do you need? You need a phone. I have a phone. You need a tripod. I could put it on a wall, like now the sticky things you can put on the wall.
Yeah.
And you need a mic, maybe. That's about it. And a product to sell.
Yeah.
So if you do want to start, right, there's actually no cost to enter at all. And TikTok is giving you items to sell sometimes. I mean, they're just one platform. Shopee could do it. Lazada could do it. Anyone could do it, right?
Yeah.
So just to enter, it's so little cost. Why not just try it? It's so easily replicated.
Here's the thing, right? It just baffles me because I'm not one to watch these live streams.
Neither am I.
Yeah, I feel it's too much. There's the icons all flashing around the screen and then all that talking, or the graphics. Am I just old?
I don't know, but if you look at it, I mean, I know where my daughters travel, right? It's more than booking a trip. They want the experience. They want to know the experience they're going to have.
Yep. I think a lot of them nowadays, right? Like influencers are a big thing, right? Social media influencers.
Yeah.
What they say and what they do suddenly has some like weight to it, more authenticity. And they're showing you the place. They're telling you like, I don't really like it. Oh yeah, I really like it. And when they use that same experience on live streaming and they have that following, everything just melts together because now I believe you. I know what that place looks like. I feel less anxious when I go there. I have the route. I know what to do. And maybe I'll purchase from you. You tell me it's good, I'll say yes. So I think this modality kind of goes into like the
Right.
young people. But honestly, I think people of every age use live streams. I've seen people buy seafood off Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. So
But
anything goes.
Yeah. Okay. So, but for me, right, I'm one who wants to kind of plan my own itinerary. I
Yeah.
don't want to go with the package tour. I understand the discounts and all that. I would buy into that. But to go into a trip knowing that okay, we're gonna see this, and not kind of just wander off on your own and discover stuff, that takes the whole fun out of going on a holiday, right?
I mean, I don't disagree.
I think it depends on what your tour is
The
like.
kind of traveler you
yeah,
are.
the kind of traveler you are. Like I love tours.
Oh,
Yeah, he
I
likes
will.
going
I
on
will
You're a
go
tours.
guided
group
tour
tours.
guy.
There are companies that I travel with every year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, right, live streams, if we're bringing back to this topic, they're not exactly selling you entire itineraries. They're probably
not.
doing that, right? They're probably giving you one tour that you
Yeah.
can try, and they're saying, I really liked it. If you
Yeah.
like it too, this is what you can
This one-
experience.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's the live stream way. I don't think they're selling you entire itineraries.
Okay, but what about here locally?
Mm.
Has this model of selling trips taken off? This whole live streaming?
Right. So I was just talking to somebody this morning who's a live streamer, and he says that what's selling, or he's seeing an uptick in people buying vouchers as opposed to buying full like travel packages. They're
Vouchers?
buying, yeah, so vouchers to
How
do
does
with
that-
hotels, for example,
Oh, okay.
or vouchers to do with like what we're talking about, tours and all that. So that he's seen an uptick there, but not to the scale of the Chinese market, for example, or even Bangkok. I don't know if you guys seen, but like in Bangkok's malls or like their retail shops, people are setting up tripods everywhere, and they're just going like, buy this, it's in this size, and they're marketing to their own home audiences. So this
Directly
is
from the store in the mall.
Yes, from the store. And the sellers appreciated, like the physical store owners, they actually appreciate it because they're doing free marketing for you.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah, so that's the same way it goes for any seller, right? If you're a brand, you just
Yeah.
need a live streamer.
Wow.
It's insane. Even in the supermarkets, okay? I've seen trolleys set up with lights and a camera and many bags of crackers, and they're just holding on to it and going like, buy it, or like 买 现在买, you know, because they're Chinese.
Wow, yeah.
No, but there
Buy,
needs to
buy,
be
buy.
some kind of discount, right? As well.
Oh no, so
being offered.
sometimes for them it's about not being able to get in your own home country. So there's this novelty of I will buy it back for you. I've tried it. I'm a like Chinese, Singaporean, Indonesian, whatever, and I liked it. So maybe you will like it too. And then they just bring it up. And I think it's helped their local economy quite a bit because they're just selling it from a trolley and they're one person shipping back to their home country in bulk. That's incredible.
How do they make money then from what people buy?
Yes, so they uptick it by like 50 cents. Or not even 50
Yeah.
cents, are much less, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But if people buy it in like one packet is 5 cents commission, for example.
Yeah.
And then people buy in like 20 packets. You earn quite a bit. One person buy 20. 100 people buy 20 each.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
quite a bit of
Got it.
commission there, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you do volume.
It's all
Yes,
about
volume.
You
volume.
know, so you
That's
need
right.
the eyeballs, you need the purchases
Absolutely.
in order
Yeah,
to
yeah,
make
yeah.
money from live streaming.
Yes.
And it's not easy.
Yes,
It's not.
yes.
Right?
It's
Because
not.
if let's say you're starting from zero,
Yep.
there's no clout, there's no like you're unknown.
Yep.
Why would people watch you,
Yep,
right?
yep. So you should have some following.
If this is the case,
Yeah.
are we going to see the death of your travel agent?
See, I don't know. I feel like people are already pivoting a bit to online travel
Yeah,
agents. We're talking
yeah.
about the Booking.coms of the world, the
Yes.
Agodas of
Yeah.
the world. But tours, physical tours, I think they still have some place in our current travel industry. People who enjoy face-to-face physical communication and knowing like you can help me plan my route. I think there is still a place, but a lot of young people, I would say, are pivoting to the online world.
It's interesting because even my tours, right? I haven't walked into
A travel
You
fair
see
or
what I
travel
mean?
agency.
No, I do it online.
You see what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
I do it all
Because my
online.
parents still go to the travel fair.
So there's a market.
Yeah,
It's
because
just-
they
yeah.
feel more secure versus buying something online and not knowing, okay, if it's a scam
Right,
or
right,
not.
right,
So,
right,
but at
right,
least if I
right.
go to the agency, you know, it's an actual person there who can help me with all my queries, right?
Yeah.
But it's definitely, live streaming is definitely taken on a life of its own.
Yeah.
So within Southeast Asia, Bangkok has become a hub.
Yeah.
And it's definitely helped their local tourism
Yeah.
and their economy,
Yeah.
not just with the travel packages, but everything, like you say, you know, Goropo also
Yeah.
can sell clothes.
Clothes.
Whatever.
Yeah. So I guess this will make it very easy for retailers because, retailers with a brick and mortar store, they're suffering, right?
Yeah,
if they
they
don't
are.
go online and sometimes they don't have the means
Yep.
to, live streaming is the most accessible way
Yes.
to do that, right?
Yep.
And it will help their business.
Yep.
Let me see.
So with Trip.com, they've just opened a live streaming center
Yes.
in Bangkok.
Yes. I think
Explain that. What's a
Okay.
live streaming center?
so. That's insane. I think just imagine the amount of investment that has gone into building a hub for live streaming where they have studios that you can bring people into and they have the whole background for you. They have the mic set up for you. They bring, like, for example, Thai retailers in, and the Thai retailer stands next to you and they go like, this is my product, but you as a live streamer help me sell it. I am here for the reassurance that it's real.
It's real.
Yes.
Right.
Right. And the whole setup's there for you, just like the studio, right? So they have all the equipment down for you. And what they're doing in Thailand is because, like I said, it's so big, right? You see them in supermarkets,
Yeah.
shops and all. They're trying to put a hub there to help you a bit more. Yeah.
That is something I can see would just fly
Yes.
in Singapore. It would fly.
But we've not
Yeah,
done
it's
it
big.
yet, right?
No, we haven't.
Nobody has.
A lot of
Hello.
big brands have to back it, lah.
Business opportunity. Let's go.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be interesting. I mean, in
Yep.
terms of the take-up rate. Okay,
For
we're going
sure.
to go back on air and talk more to Sarah in just a bit. So join us there.
That's Depeche Mode, Master and Servant. Oh, great music on 1FM this morning.
Good morning. It's a Wednesday, and joining us here today is Sarah Stanley from the Straits Times. An article that you're going to be publishing next week, right? Live streaming search in the traveling industry. Some background on this is that there's a lot of money in live streaming, selling
Yes.
discounts, hotels, packages, and China is where it all started. I mean, obviously because the market is huge.
It's massive. It's massive.
It's massive. But how does that differ from, just buying it off the agency or at a travel fair?
Okay, so there's a lot of similarities, but I think the difference is where you can do it maybe instantaneously. There's quick communication. There's some kind of like reassurance and the accessibility from your phone.
Is it cheaper?
Yes,
Because you don't have
eh.
the brick and mortar to worry about.
Correct. Yeah. Okay, so I'm saying this because I spoke to somebody who told me that actually they can stack so many discounts on your via online, like your live streams, because all these merchants have come to a like tripartite decision. For example, that the brand is going to give you a $10 off, and then the platform will give you another $10 off, and then the bank decides, okay, I give you 20% like off your XXX,
Right.
How
and
to
then
make
suddenly
money?
you stack it up. Okay, I don't know how they're making lah, but I'm sure there's some kind of commission
Volume.
system, and bulk buys.
Okay.
Bulk buying,
Okay.
volume.
Yes, that's
All
right.
For travelers looking for the best deal, say
Yes.
via live streams, right? What should they watch out for so that they don't fall for any misleading promotions?
Okay, so I think the way to do this is, one, if you want to find good deals, I think on TikTok, for example, as a platform, you search for keywords first, and then you filter from those keywords based on faces and names that you know. So reputable brands or reputable live streamers, people that you can double check their profiles with against like Instagram, for example, or Facebook. And once you have like that idea that they're a good, reputable brand or person, then you ask questions on the live stream. And if they are able to answer and you feel satisfied with those answers, see the ratings, see the viewership, and then make the purchase. So there's all these little like check boxes that you have to do
Yeah.
before you don't fall into like a
Okay, so you
scam or
pay
play.
on the spot. They have these.
No.
Oh, how does
so,
it work?
Okay, I think some of them you can pay on the spot, but what it does is that it routes through the platform
Yeah.
so that you have some reassurance that if you wanted a refund, the platform can be the one to mediate this refund. You're not just paying to the seller direct,
Yeah.
where you know if a seller runs off, for example,
Correct.
you'll never get your money back, right?
Yeah.
You might never get your money back. So at least there's an intermediary platform that you can trust before you make the payment.
I think that's absolutely brilliant. Got to look out for this article when it comes out. So much information.
All right. Thank you so much, Sarah, for
Thank
joining us
you.
here today. Sarah Stanley from the Straits Times.
The Morning Drive, 6 till 10 a.m. on 1FM 91.3.